In this video, we're going to look at how to use the Slide Master in PowerPoint to make changes that will show up on all of the slides in your presentation. But before we look at how to get to the Slide Master, we're going to add a design to this rather drab-looking example PowerPoint presentation I put together. There are 7 slides, and it's a combination of some text and images. And let's just click on the Design tab and pull this down, and we can just mouse over some of the choices to see which ones might be a good choice for us. And it really doesn't matter at this point. We can just pick any of them. I'll just pick that one. And you can see that now all of the slides have this particular design layout. So now what we want to do is we want to add a logo to each of these slides. But instead of copying and pasting in the logo 7 times, we're just going to do it once to see how that might work using the Slide Master. So I'm going to click on the View tab, and I'm going to come over to where it says Slide Master. And now you'll see all of the different layouts that are possible with this particular design that I chose. And if we go all the way to the top, you'll see that this is the uppermost master slide. And then underneath, there are thumbnails that show you individual types of slides. So the title slide, for example, is this particular layout is used by one slide, the title slide. And then the rest of the content slides, slides 2 through 7, are used here as it shows when you mouse over these thumbnails. And if you mouse over the rest of them, you'll see that it says that those particular layouts are not used by any slides in the presentation. So we can ignore everything after the first 3 for now. So if we go to the very top most thumbnail, the master layout, and we go to the Insert, and we go to Pictures, and we choose the College of Education logo. It's kind of big, so I'll click and drag and resize it, and I'll put it down in the bottom right-hand corner. And that's good for now. I can always go back and adjust it later on. And when I click up here on Close Master View, you'll see that the logo appears on all of the slides, and only on this one is it in slightly the wrong place. So a quick movement of that picture will fix that. And so I only really needed to put it in one time. Now, one thing that you should be aware of is that in some designs, the title slide will behave differently than the rest of them. And let me demonstrate how that works. So if I chose a different design, and let's go back to the title slide, and I chose a different design, you'll see if I chose that one, for example, the logo disappeared. It's not there, it's not there. It is on that one visible. And so what you'll have to do is you'll have to kind of mouse over these and see whether or not the design that you chose allows something like that kind of logo graphic to show through. If not, there's some things you can think about. So for example, on this one, it's not there. Let's just choose that one for now and see if we go back to View and go back to Master Slide or Slide Master. If you click on, if it says Hide Background Graphics and you click on that, then sometimes it comes back. And then close Master View, and then there is your logo on all of your slides. So that's one thing you can do. Let me go back to the design that I actually prefer. And I think it was this one. And let's take a look at some of the other things that are going on in this slide presentation. So one thing I've noticed is that the font here is maybe something that I could change that might make things look a little bit more modern. So if I go back to View and go back to Slide Master, and go back to the layout for the content slides, and I click on this and drag over this, maybe I can pick a font that And I'm just going to pick this for demonstration purposes, not because I think this is the best one, but just to show you that there are other choices. And so while I'm here, I'll go ahead and change these as well. And the font that I chose is something called Imprint MT Shadow. And let's see, if I also go back to home and I click on the font down arrow, I might choose small caps here just to see what that looks like. And then close the master slide. And then I've got these changes that I made to the content slides. I didn't make any changes to the title slide, which after looking at it, I think actually that looks better. So probably what I'll do is not change these because this is hard to read. So again, I was just using that for demonstration purposes. One last thing, I don't like the orange layout here, or the orange font color for hyperlinks. So what I would probably do is I would go back to, and this one doesn't actually involve the master slide. This is related to theme colors. And so if I type in theme colors, I can see that there are a number of different choices, and I can mouse over these to find something I like better. Now, if I choose that, it's going to change everything throughout the entire presentation, and that would be okay. But if I only want to change the hypertext colors here, what I might do instead is go back to Theme Colors and then come down to Customize Colors and go to where it says Hyperlink and choose a different color here, and maybe for both regular hyperlinks and ones that have been followed. And then when I do that, it's a little bit easier to, well, not quite as jarring. So anyway, this is a way that you can explore the use of slide masters to make changes to your PowerPoint slides, and give that a try and see how it works for you.